Getting the first pick.
Get three, Pyro, get three with the
Void Kid putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Overwatch Tranquility. We have a wonderful match for you tonight. It is the second to last Discord tier game of this stage. The first stage is almost done, and tonight we have Aces playing against SEAL Team Spuds. This match will determine for certain if Aces are going to move forward as the number 2 seed in their bracket. This is going to be super exciting. Some great Discord tier Overwatch, and SEAL Team Spuds got some names we should all recognize, and they've got a lot to prove. Vila, who are you looking forward to on SEAL Team Spuds popping off tonight?
Oh, I mean, when it comes to Spuds, always Death Knot. I'm not sure if I don't see him in currently, but Death Knot, just somebody everybody knows, really popped off last season in the Harmony tier, was an MVP finalist. You got your teammate coming in who was also an all-star a couple seasons back in season 3. And then, Rigmadon, coming in from, was it Tailwind last season? Coming to the Spuds and, really popping off on the main tank, IGL of the team. And then you look at Aces on the other side, and, they're kind of that team that has a great record right now, a very modest 3-1. But they haven't been getting a lot of the praise and the recognition as some of these other, kind of higher level teams in terms of record, like Exodus or Tailwind. And this is a big game for them as well, because this is their game to say, like, hey, we're that good too. Put us in the conversation for number 1 in these elite teams in the Discord tier.
Yeah, absolutely. A 4-1 a victory tonight would put Aces at 4-1. They'd be even with Battalion. They'd be even with Exodus. They'd be even with pretty much everyone in Discord tier except Tailwind, really. Who are up there as contenders. So really not a team to scoff at. SEAL Team Spuds are going to have to bring their absolute A game tonight if they are going to win this. And it looks like our first map is going to be Lijiang Tower. Now, we're in a very interesting meta, Vila. Why don't you break down what we should be expecting going into such a varied control map like Lijiang Tower?
Bard, this is always a conversation when it comes to cast, and for tonight in particular, it was one that I was dreading because everything is so turbulent, to say the least. Even before the recent patch, everything was kind of up in the air after Hog got buffed, and now with another patch on top of that so quickly, now everything is just really all over the place. There isn't really a very, very clear, defined, just like a clear-cut comp that is just straight up number 1. You see a lot of teams experimenting, running different things. Winston Zarya has been prevalent depending on the map. Hog Zarya, Ryan Hog, still just Ryan Zarya Brawl. Lots of things. And so I think here on Lijiang, it is going to be more Brawl-centric. We're probably going to see Ryan Zarya, maybe some Hog Zarya, or, Ryan Hog, just some combination of those 3 tanks. Maybe some May Reaper, some McCree, probably some fairly basic Brawl, with the exception maybe being Gardens. We might see some Winston Zarya on there.
Yeah, Gardens probably has the most room for adaptation. Not super uncommon to even see a ball pulled out on Gardens, but we are going to be heading into Control Center first. We're going to see the breakdown here, and I'm questioning some of these picks, especially on the side of, it looks like we're just waiting for the game to actually start. That explains the Bastion pick coming out from SEAL Team Spuds. I was going to question that immediately, but it looks like I was just a little too quick on the trigger, but now we do get to see what they're going to run. And yeah, I like the Brawl here. I want to see more Zarya. Ryan Zarya especially can be pretty good on this map. You can grab those Junkrats. Reaper or Doom even have been good on this map. A lot of tight choke points that you can control with those splash damage heroes. And we are in fact going to see a Junkrat coming out of both sides here. Looking like that junk sim from both sides to move us in. Your teammate and Kyle going to be playing the flex support roles. Kyle's going to be on that Baptiste, while your teammate's going to be in the Ana for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. We're going to see a Lucio coming out of both teams. And then a Ryan Zarya versus a Ryan Orisa. Ryan Orisa is very interesting here. Do you think they stay on that, or is this just a meme pick?
Well, over to the Ryan Zarya now, but we are team mirror with the sim junk, which isn't surprising whatsoever. Both of them are just very strong right now. They operate so well with the brawl. And now we're going to see him get going here, Bard.
Yeah, this first fight up on stairs in this control room. It is such a crucial fight to win here, and the damage going to be coming out pretty heavily for the side of Aces. Gazelle takes down Rigmadon. That shield just got melted, and now Gazelle going in, taking out Absol as well. Just a fantastic double kill from the Zarya there. Takes down Laser Blitz. Gazelle with 95 charge just can't be stopped. Recon goes down as well, and that is a quick 4K for the Zarya player on the side of Aces. Now, this choke point, like I said, so well controlled. Valentine on that Junkrat just applying this damage, not letting them get back into this. And now, SEAL Team Spuds have to find a way to break through all of this damage coming out of Aces.
Absolutely, and it's going to be so hard with the Junk just spamming down there and the Sim with those right clicks. They got a huge pick coming out from Valentine on your teammate. It's going to be crucial. They're trying to push in now. And the Riptide already coming out. Finds 3.
Oh, that's a huge tire coming out of Valentine. He gets 3, and Gazelle follows it up. They're chasing them all the way to the dropship Vila. There is no mercy for anyone here as Valentine secures a 4th. And that is 2 4Ks in 2 fights for the side of Aces.
Absolutely, and you can really see it reflected. It's still very surprising to me. Gazelle been racking up so many kills here. It's still Joel kind of outstepping them a little bit on the grab chart. That's very surprising to me so far.
Oh, they wanted that TP shatter. They're being cheeky here. Even that might have just been bait. And here comes the window. And now the damage just so heavily forced in. The grab is going to come out. And no, the immortality field's going to deny the tire. He's got to chase it, and Valentine takes it down. Ben and Leek in that grab get 2. And now Gazelle and Triumphant, the tank duo, go in and take out the supports for SEAL Team Spuds. And this choke point is just looking impregnable for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. They just cannot get through here.
Impenetrable, Bard. We saw a very nice planning coming out from the side of Spuds. They go for the grab. They try to combo the tire, but the planning was perfect coming out from Aces. The lamp was right where it needed to be at the perfect time, and then Valentine breaks the tire. They were banking on that. Now we got to see a rotation coming out from Aces. The TP coming in, blocks the shatter, and now the shatter
comes out from Gazelle. Triumphant immediately takes down Laser Blitz, but Recon with 3. He's using that sim wall perfectly to his advantage. He takes down 3 early. Triumphant trades out Rigmadon, but now Triumphant alone here with his Baptiste. Kyle is low. There's no mine on the side of Recon to shut this down, but he does manage to take out Triumphant, and Absol takes out Kyle, and Recon manages to escape away from Ben here, and it looks like SEAL Team Spuds right at the last minute are going to be able to capture this control point off of a hog swap from Joel. Oh, and they get the stagger as well into Gazelle. That is fantastic for the side of SEAL Team Spuds, and now it's their turn. They get to control this choke point.
Another one on the Triumphant. Can they get this kill here? Yeah, he's still there by the Mega. Laser was able to get that kill, but it cost them so much. It's going to be a huge ult economy coming out from Aces. They only need 1 fight. I mean, they can secure it with potentially a tire right now.
Oh,
there goes Recon.
Recon's looking for the tire. They've got to shut it down. He gets Valentine, so there's no tire available to bust through this choke point, and that tire can do so much burst damage that it is such a useful tire ability to get through here. Now the wall's going to come out from the Simba. Joel with a fantastic hook, and now the window being used for that extra damage. Aces are just trying to push in around them, trying to wrap around, but it does not look like this is going to work. However, Triumphant gets 1. Oh, Rigmadon trades it back, but Gazelle and now the tire from Valentine are going to be enough. There's so much damage coming out here. Laser Blitz forced to commit this pulse bomb, takes down Gazelle, shuts down the damage output from that Zarya, but now Aces are running this Zarya hog. They have so much damage output as Ben on the Lucio just going in, securing these kills as Triumphant, who swapped over to that Roadhog, takes down Joel on the other side, and Aces have captured the point back, and now there's no one alive to contest. It is just Absol. He has to get on the point here. He goes down, but his teammate, your teammate, manages to touch here. Now it's just Rigmadon, and now Joel's coming back to the ball, and they have to stall out here. It's just the ball stall, and they're looking for this hook. You know they are. They miss it. Triumphant cannot take him down, but the damage is there. He dies before his team can get back, and Aces are going to take round 1 of Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, that's just the benefit of having that ult economy. You're sitting there just holding the doorway for so long, not having to use much to be able to do so. When they finally break free, they have to use everything to get through you, and then you can just do what Aces did. You can keep banking your ultimates up, and you can just come with one big push using 3, 4, 5 ultimates and just roll them over in a fight that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to win. So great job by them.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well done from them. And now we're going to be moving on to, I think this is Night Market. Gonna be a real interesting map here because Aces are pulling out the Winston Zarya and they're running the Echo Mercy. So they do want to run this kind of half dive comp where you can brawl with the Winston as well. Not going to be running the Sim to touch point, but Laser Blitz on the side of SEAL Team Spuds is. So they're going to have that point control and the dive is going to be, it's going to have to be flawless if they want to take this. And now we're going to see if Gazelle dropping low early on, if they can pull off these heroics to take this point.
It's going to be really hard here, Bart, because they're already set on the point. They're playing on the backside. They're giving so much space, but a pick already comes in.
Leak with a beautiful headshot, and that is the danger of this Ashe here. Rigmadon trades it back on Triumphant, and now Leak just continuing to rain damage in with that dynamite and with that rifle from Ashe. I don't believe it's a coach gun. I think that's the secondary ability, but Valentine with that disintegration beam takes down your teammate, and now there is no flex support, no primary source of healing for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. And now, they have to get out here. They're not going to be able to. Leak takes down Laser Blitz as a Bob is already on the field, and now there is no fun left to keep Rigmadon or Recon alive. They managed to cap 25%, but Aces managed to take back what should not have been a point they could take.
And Aces did that by just playing really intelligently. They understood what their comp against what Spuds are running. A slow fight is much more in their favor with the Echo, as well as with the Ashe and the Winston. So they just played it really slow. They set up around them, waited for the picks to come in on the Recon, and then they pressed their advantage and finished the fight.
Now we're going to see SEAL Team Spud swap over to that Hog Zarya, this QP meta. A lot of damage output, can really counter dive here. And now, we see Triumphant going for the dive. He gets the bubble. He uses his bubble early, and now he's going to pop the Primal. He just wants to force Leak into a corner and take them out of the map, but it's not happening. The support is so good for Leak there, and Triumphant, he does finally manage to take him down, getting Rigmadon as well, while Valentine takes down Absol. You take down the healer, you can take down the DPS, but Joel with a double kill manages to take down both tanks. Gazelle gets rezzed, so it is not going to be permanent, and it looks like Aces are going to be able to hold on to this point here.
Yeah, nice double coming out from Joel, but it's just not going to be enough. The double bubble dive executed flawlessly by Aces there. Gazelle and Triumphant really on the same page, working like a well-oiled machine. And now we're going to see, but a big pick from Recon coming out onto Leak. That is huge. Their Ashe, their hit scan down.
Now it's going to be up to Valentine. Valentine gets one tapped, though. That Mercy Pocket, so dangerous on the Ashe. That duplication cannot be used by Valentine. The Graviton Surge, though, comes out. A lot of damage being put into that, and now Valentine is just going to try and get back, and Spuds haven't capped the point yet. They're 80%. Aces are going to be able to continue contesting this at least until 99, just through the process of elimination. Oh my god, Triumphant's going to pop that ultimate, the Primal Rage. He's still chasing down Recon on that Ashe, and he's gonna get the kill onto Joel, and now there's just so much damage, so much pressure from that Winston as he chases in. The Nano's gonna have to come out onto Rigmadon. They need that extra damage from that Zarya on the front line, and they are gonna manage to clean this up. SEAL Team Spuds, it looks like they are gonna be able to take this back as Laser Blitz and Recon each get a double kill, and Gazelle trading out a Rigmadon, but they were left all alone on that point, and there is nothing that they could do.
Yeah, it's kind of just a byproduct of this meta. Sometimes it basically just goes into full team deathmatch, which is kind of what we saw right there. And, it was just the players from Spuds coming out on top in their individual matchups. Recon and Laser Blitz especially doing a great job on the DPS. Really nice Nano, saving the fight from your teammate onto Rigmadon, who did not squander that opportunity whatsoever and got it done.
And now the Graviton Surge going to be committed by Rigmadon. He manages to catch a few, but the Primal Rage committed by Triumphant is excellent here. He keeps them away, and he's going to secure the kill onto your teammate, and Gazelle and Leak follow that up with tons of damage. The Bob is going to be committed here, but that Winston bubble is blocking it, and it's just being burned down. Bob trying so hard to do something, but there's nothing he can do as Gazelle and Valentine take out the supports, at the DPS, and the tanks, and now it's just Absol barely managing to touch the point, but there's no one else coming back. Oh, I stand corrected. Rigmadon barely manages to get in there. The Graviton committed and catching them off the point. That's very cheeky coming out of Gazelle there. And the damage is just there for the side of Aces. Leak getting a double kill. Laser Blitz manages to take out Ben, but it's not going to matter. Leak with a triple in that last fight, and the res is still there. And now the Bob's going to be committed just for extra measure. And now Aces, in a very drawn-out fight, are going to win Lijiang Tower in 2 rounds.
I just want to say, Bard, Triumphant in back-to-back fights had Primal Rage. There were 3 Primals used in that round alone. Absolutely incredible. Just going in, just swarming all around from different angles. Spuds just didn't really know what to do. They couldn't really capitalize, go on a particular target. They try to look at one person. They're going to look at Triumphant. Now they're getting picked by Leak or Valentine. They're going to look at one of them. Now they're getting dove by the Winston. It's just so hard playing a comp that's meant to bunker down like that against a team that's just going to sit all around you, play it slow, and just pick you apart. And we really saw them use that to their advantage from Aces.
Yeah, there's just absolutely nothing Steel Team Spuds could do there, and really, I wanna point out the support gameplay coming out of Kyle there. He is the reason that there was that extra Primal Rage. That Nano was really well done, given to Triumphant. He gets so much extra damage. The Winston Nano is so dangerous and so scary to play against, and all that extra damage just helps him build up that Primal Rage. And Gazelle as well. Gazelle is listed as a full flex for the side of Aces, but if you'd asked me after seeing that game what his main role was, or if he was role locked, I'd have told you it was tank. I'd have told you that he was an off tank. His Zarya just looks nuts. Incredible to see. Rigmadon, though, really bringing up the front line for SEAL Team Spuds, looking really solid on that Reinhardt. And I think depending on the maps here, because they do get the next map choice, they definitely can find a way using those Reinhardt compositions to just bully right through Aces. They just really have to find that tempo and get moving, and they can definitely bring this to them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, we saw coming out, it's looking a little rough so far because it's a very brawl-centric map, and they got, you know, essentially outplayed while the opposing side were running that Winston Zarya. But, you know, Hanamura, you know, pretty good pick coming out. You can try to just brawl right through this choke. You can try to just get right on the point. You can try to sim TP over there and then force the hand of the defending team. So, yeah, we got to see what this team is going to dial up. They might have something interesting up their sleeves coming into their attack. And, you know, now we're going to see Mitts for Kids also coming in. So that might create a very nice little change of pace for the side of Spuds, bring her in on support. And we also saw some pretty nice plays specifically coming out of Recon and coming out of Joel on the off tank.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I expect to see some pretty interesting things coming out of SEAL Team Spuds here. Like you said, this is a really good brawl map. You can definitely control that choke point really well with the Ryan Zarya, or you can pull out the Orisa Hog if you want to try that too. You can do a lot of damage. They're a team, SEAL Team Spuds, that seems to really like these sim comps, and there are so many ways to bust open this first point with that Symmetra. We've seen it time and time again in Overwatch Tranquility, so it'll be really interesting to see that as well. But I want to see what they're running, and they're on the offense here. It looks like we're going to be seeing the Winston Zarya and the Junkrat as well. I like the Junkrat from Valentine here, from Aces, to control this choke point. And we're going to see Kyle and Ben running on a Moira, the double main healer here. Now, talk me through the benefits of having this double, like, flex support main healing composition.
Well, they have gone to the Ana Mercy, which I'm very happy they did.
I
mean, the entire benefit of running the second healer is you're running the Mercy. That damage boost is just so strong. I mean, right now, damage boosted Ashe just dominates pretty much every fight. And we saw that coming out from great picks from both sides on the Ashe from both League and Recon. And so running the Moira doesn't really give you much of an advantage. I'm so happy they decided to swap onto the Mercy. We're going to see a mirroring support line coming out from the side of Spuds. Nothing too surprising there. It's just so strong. And it's going to be the Hog Zarya going to try to counter this Monkey or get some picks coming in through the choke. Coming out from Joel and an early dive from Triumphant.
Yeah, Triumphant being very aggressive, playing in that backline there, and the hook is going to be missed by Joel. A real close one there, and if he'd gotten that definitely could have turned the fight. But Laser Blitz on the Genji just goes in. That Ashe from Leak was doing so much in the last round, and now immediately shut down, and he takes down the Mercy too, so there's nothing they can do to keep that Ashe in the fight. And that's such a fast fight win from SEAL Team Spuds. This is a reinvigorated team off the back of Laser Blitz's Genji. Like, no one's even 50% to an ultimate, and they've already capped point A. That's incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Recon setting it up, Laser Blitz taking it right back down. Beautiful read and diagnosis on that play. Sees them up and vulnerable, up on that high ground, dashes up, kills both, no res available. And then what are you going to do? You're down your main, your DPS, and the healer with res that can pocket him. So nothing they can really do there but give up that fight and try to see what they're going to do. Mirroring over to the Hog Zarya, and already a big pick onto Recon. That's going to be res by Mitts for Tits.
Oh, Gazelle might be getting themselves in a very dangerous position here. Joel's going to take out Kyle, but Triumphant, swap to that Hog, trades out onto teammate, and Ben is the only Mercy with the resurrection left. Rigmadon getting dropped low as Valentine, who's also made a swap to the Mei, takes down Laser Blitz, and Triumphant and Joel trade each other? That is very interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen that from two Hogs.
They probably just right-clicked. That's what happens when there's that delayed fire. That's so interesting. I'd love to see a replay on that if possible. Recon here, though, he's going to be playing that pocketed Ashe, and this Ashe fight's going to be very interesting because Recon is very well ahead on that Bob.
Yes, and I like this swap to the Mei as well because they're playing so split. Nice pick by Triumphant there, but they're playing so split. Going to the Mei gives them the ability to wall off just like this on a Rigmadon with no personal bubble. They should be able to get this kill. And they are able to get the headshot onto Rigmadon.
That is a reset for the side of SEAL Team Spuds already. What a fantastic wall and a great use of the Mei utility coming out from Valentine. And he's 95%. He swapped after point A and he's already 95% to a Blizzard. That's so well done from the Mei player for the side of Ace.
Absolutely. I'm amazed at how fast it means Ultimate's now a really aggressive Blizzard. Not sure if anyone got caught in that. They do get the Roadhog. They lose Ben. No res coming out for Aces.
Oh, and Joel's going to survive. Joel makes it out. That's so important, and he's going to use that ultimate. The grab forced to be used just to slow down the speed coming out of SEAL Team Spuds here. And the Nano onto Leak, a bubble perfectly timed to deny the hook from Triumphant, and immediately... Oh, Laser Blitz is going to pop the ult. He takes down 2, and now the damage is going to track Gazelle. No personal bubble anymore to keep them alive, and now this fight is suddenly going right back and forth as Triumphant and Gazelle traded out. Joel takes down the Bob. Oh, but Ben, he pulls out the pistol. The Glock is out, and the Doc gets the kill as Mercy goes for 2. Ben balking and getting 2, and then coming back for the res on Triumphant. That is heroic gameplay coming out of the Mercy there from Ben.
Absolutely. Shades of Neptuno there coming out from Ben, but also Triumphant jumping in, getting a nice pick in the backline, popping that whole hog, really helping to save the fight after we see Spuds invest that Nano Blade. It's such a crucial combo for them. They're not able to get it done. Not even a tick bard, but they do still have the grab, and they're going to have 3 more minutes in the bank, so it is not time to stress, not time to worry so far yet for Spuds.
Absolutely, and now, like you said, they have this Graviton Surge here, and Joel is building ultimate very quickly with the damage that they can do, and the grab is going to be used. Laser Blitz dashing through for the extra damage, and with no shield, the anti-grenade is going to be super effective as both tanks are taken down. Ben here looking for the resurrection, but he gets slept, and now only 1 healer in the fight, but Leak is going to trade it back out. Laser Blitz and Leak both taking down the other team's respective Mercies, and Leak is in such a good position here, just raining damage on the enemy team. Laser Blitz is going to try and catch him out of position, forces him down, does about half of his HP pool there, but nothing that the side of SEAL Team Spuds can do with the worst spawns here. Ben coming back in, keeping Triumphant alive, and Triumphant takes down Joel, and right now, Triumphant is looking so strong in this Roadhog, and it's going to be down once again to these ultimate abilities that are coming up for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. Laser Blitz coming up on that Dragon Blade, Recon's coming up on the Bob, Joel is coming up on the whole hog. A lot of damage output that can come in soon here, and only a few ultimates to shut it down on the side of Aces.
Absolutely. What Aces are doing is they're doing these soft disengages, and they're rotating so well. They're stifling the aggression coming out from Spuds, and they try it again right there. They wall off the Zarya. Are they going to be able to get the kill on a Rigmadon? They finally get it on Triumphant, and now another Blizzard coming out from Valentine.
Oh,
and fighting Bobs.
Valentine's going to be able to take that down. As the Bobs were dueling on the point there, a great thought from Recon. He saw the aggression coming out onto his team in that choke point and just put the Bob on the point. Make them come back, make them contest point, or else Bob will take a tick there. But unfortunately for him, Leak did have that Bob as well and was able to just throw theirs on the point. And just the Bobs had a showdown, high noon corral on the point while the fight went on in that choke point. So still an ult advantage coming out here for this. Actually, even ults here. That's very interesting coming out from both these teams. Oh, and there's the grab. It's going to be the meat grinder. Oh, Triumphant, so much damage he's able to put in there, and that is such a dangerous combo in this QP meta. And Ben, kill hungry yet again, is going to find 2 on Joel and Recon. And that combo there, it's so well done because of Kyle. He gets that anti-grenade in. There's nothing that they can do to stop it, even if they have bubbles up. They can't use those ults. And now SEAL Team Spuds, a very dangerous ultimate advantage coming into this fight, but they have to be quick.
Absolutely. It's going to have to be a big bob coming out from League. And then Spuds, they're going to have to do something about this double high ground setup, because we see Valentine and League on the left-hand high ground if looking from the attacker side, and then Kyle sitting on the right. And they haven't been able to bust through it because they're effectively walking into a pincer attack. They haven't been able to clear that high ground where Kyle is because they just get walled off every time. It's a brilliant set coming out from Aces, but now the Nano Blade coming in, it's going to have to be a big one. They need this Nano Blade to get value.
Oh, but the whole hog.
Nothing.
It's going to do damage, but it's also going to force Laser Blitz away from the enemy team. Ben forced back, though. Recon takes down Leak as teammate gets taken down by Triumphant, and Triumphant once again taking down Joel as well. Valentine gets another as the Resurrect comes out from Mids for Kids, but Gazelle looking so good on this Zarya is just going to be able to take down 2 and secure this fight here, but well enough done from SEAL Team Spuds here. They managed to capture 52.5% of this point, and considering that Hanamura is a map where sometimes you don't get any percent of this second point, that's still pretty good for them, and they are playing for a win here.
Absolutely. It's if they're able to get one, it's definitely not, only a drawable situation. They are able to fully win the game. And just the way Aces were setting up was just so brilliant. They're playing so split. They're not giving up anything for the Nano Blade. There's no clear target. They're able to get away. Mercy can fly. Ana can jump down off the high ground. Ashe can coach gun. So they were just able to shut down the win condition of Spuds just by alignment, just by where they were lining up. And it's so brilliant. Now we're going to see where they're coming out with on attack. And no surprises there. They're coming out with the Winston Zarya. See some Bastion probably going to be swapping off of that onto a Junkrat, maybe a Genji.
I don't know, he's got the gold gun. I think he pulls it out.
You're right. So it's confirmed. We're seeing Bastion on attack here, folks.
And speaking of Bastion, we will be seeing Bastion next week. Just a bit of a plug in our podcast 1v1s. You guys can get in on that. There's still a few spots open. Just type !donate in chat to get our Tiltify link. All of your donations are going to rise above the disorder. It's a wonderful charity to help get mental health services for everyone. So please donate. Please take part in our event week. We'd love to see you there. But now we get into this round.
Yeah, and here we're going to see, here on defense, the Hog Zarya. So they're just going to try to hard contest this choke. Not let anything through. Nice hook, but he's going to live.
Yeah, that's very well done from the supports to keep Gazelle alive there. He's slowed this whole time, though, and Kyle gets taken down by Recon. And Leak gets taken down, too. And SEAL Team Spuds, I don't know if they put their glasses on or what, but they are reading the side of Aces so well. Both times they've wanted to run this Winston Zarya on point A, and both times SEAL Team Spuds has had this counter dive comp ready for them. And now they're going to swap over to this mirror comp.
Yeah, it was a huge dynamite that came from Recon. Brought him all the way up to 70% almost. Now we're seeing a responding dynamite coming out from Leak. And it's just going to be about who lands this first hook. The best thing about Spuds, they're taking more aggressive positioning. They're not giving up so much ground for the dive, and that's why they're forced to swap. Another big dynamite from Recon, already with a bomb.
The ante comes in,
big ante.
It catches 2, Valentine gets taken down, and so does League, and Triumphant could not use their breather there to stay alive, and SEAL Team Spuds are looking so strong right here in this choke point. The pressure coming out from both sides, from that Torbjorn and that Ashe, is incredible.
Absolutely, and both Anas in this game have just been landing incredible antes, back to back to back. Just over and over, which I guess isn't surprising. We haven't really seen many shield tanks being played, but still, it should be commended. And once again, we're now seeing this battle here in the choke. An early grab coming up, and Ribadon goes down.
And the dynamite! Oh my gosh, that's such a great combo, and Joel is going to use the whole hog there, secure the meat grinder just for extra measure, and Triumphant trying to escape gets hooked back in. Joel is on a tear right now on the Roadhog.
Absolutely, really, strutting his stuff here in the choke. And now the biggest thing to look at is that they're going to be coming up on 6 ults, aces, and we saw 3 used from Spuds. So this is a huge opportunity to get this, but an early pick coming from the tanks of Spuds onto Gazelle, but they get the res. They are not able to punish Ben as they use Valk. And now here comes the Nano Blade. Are they going to get value?
Nano Blade, it's going to be so much. The bubble's so good, but teammate gets taken down trying for the sleep there. Valentine's going to catch 2, and that is probably going to bust this open, but Recon takes down Kyle. Leek has to burn down the enemy Bob from Recon now, and the Torbjorn, oh, he almost takes him down. Laser Blitz, he almost takes Triumphant out of this fight. The Nano's going to go on Rigmadon just to try and keep him in this, and Rigmadon, he's going to fight valiantly, but he's not going to be able to cap this here, but that's such a fantastic first point hold coming out of SEAL Team Spuds when you think about the fact that they capped first point in one fight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, almost instantly. And then they forced Aces to use 5 ultimates to break through. Well, to be fair, they used the grab after they had already pretty much clinched the point. But still, the point remains. They only have 1 ultimate right now. We can see if they're going to use this Molten Core. They're going to have to do it. Now that's going to get the res. The Molten Core does come out, but they're all being pushed off by the whole hog.
Oh, but Triumphant got so low, he had to walk through that to use the whole hog, so he gets taken down in the end. The turret taken down by Valentine is just going to be a consolation prize here as Recon, with a beautiful headshot, takes down Ben, and he is setting himself up in this top right position here. He's not going to let them through that high ground choke point. And now Aces are going to be stuck in the same predicament that SEAL Team Spuds were in the last half.
Absolutely, but the big difference is they're running the Torb, they're not running the Mei. So if Aces want to try to do an aggressive push over to the top right-hand side to take the high ground, it's going to be a lot easier for them not pushing in where you can get walled.
Oh, but now they're going to push straight for the point here, make them brawl it out, and Joel's going to catch Leek first. Triumphant's going to get slept. The bubble was really well used from Gazelle there to clear the anti-grenade as Laser Blitz's turret's going to take down Valentine when he tries to engage, and now suddenly Aces, in what was a promising start, are going to be chased off just by the pure damage output of SEAL Team Spuds here, and that's a very well done reaction from SEAL Team Spuds to get back on the point.
Absolutely, great discipline too, because they got kind of surprised by them just going straight to point the way they did. They didn't use any ultimates there in order to win that. They just used their alignment. They used the way they're set up on multiple high grounds to pincer them. That's great discipline. And to be honest with you, I don't know if that push from Aces was really designed to fully capture the point. I think they were maybe trying to get a sneak tick or to try to force out ultimates in an eco push.
Yeah, and I think it was an ego push because now they have a number of ultimates, including this Nano Blade that won them the first point online, and I think they were trying to get rid of an ultimate like that Graviton Surge, as now both Annas go down here, and Ben's going to be able to get the resurrection, but Joel's going to take down Triumphant, and Mitzvah manages to get him down as well. There comes the grab with the Nano Blade, the grab meat grinder coming out from Joel, and Valentine's taken down immediately, and Aces are going to have to reconsider how they want to push this point here, unless they can manage to win this with just the Zarya Ana. That's so much extra damage, but it's not going to matter. Gazelle takes down Rigmadon as Recon and Laser Blitz. The DPS come back and say, okay, it's not GOATs. DPS have a role right now, and it's taking out tanks, and that's exactly what they do.
And then another great pick by Triumphant onto Joel coming in. That's going to set them up, but they're still waiting a little bit for the rest of their team because they died so split. And, it took so long for the rest of Spuds to be able to get down there on point and help out their Zarya. It cost them all their energy. So Rigmadon coming back in this now with 0 energy, and now they're going to have to contest. They do the same thing Aces did. They pull the Bob off point. It's a brilliant play. And now we see dueling Bobs once again.
Oh, and the Molten Core is going to go out and deny a lot of that point. Oh, but the Graviton Surge is going to come out, the meat grinder for Aces, and they're looking so good here. The ultimate usage is so fantastic coming out of Aces, and Laser Blitz is going to get nanoed here on the Torbjorn. He has to stay alive. He has to continue to contest this. His team is making it back now. It is Rigmadon who takes out Valentine, made that swap over to Hanzo quickly. Mitzvah brings Laser Blitz back, and now the spawn advantage is going to start taking a toll for the side of Aces as SEAL Team Spuds get 2 picks there coming out from supports, I believe, and Leek takes down Recon, though. Aces suddenly looking a lot better in this fight here. The Nano's coming out onto Triumphant. He tries to catch Mitzvah, but it doesn't matter. Leek looking so dominant on this Ashe, manages to catch those 2, and Triumphant gets that final blow. Now Laser Blitz on the Tracer is going to contest this point, and this is looking like it might be final fight territory. Recon takes out Kyle, but Triumphant gets the trade back, and the resurrection is going to come out from Ben. No healing for the time being, but it's not going to not matter because Triumphant is using that ultimate, and he's getting pocketed by the defense matrix. He manages to take down Mr. Kids. Joel gets Triumphant back for it, and the Graviton Surge is going to come out. Leak takes down Laser Blitz, though, and the extra damage is just not going to be there for the Graviton Surge. Bob, committed again from Leak, gets 2! Bob is doing something on this point here, and now the mines are going to be committed by the Hammond. They have to take this, but Bob gets a 3rd. Leak looking so good on this Ashe, has to clear this point out as Laser Blitz is going to continue to contest, and now this contest is so long coming out here from SEAL Team Spuds. Rigmadon coming back on the D.Va as the sleep comes out, and Recon, he just has to force them off the point. They just have to get the damage. The spawns are in their advantage. Kyle is half off the point. He's half, and now he's gone. Valentine taken down 2. Leak takes down Recon as Rigmadon goes in with his teammate here, D-Mex Gazelle, trying to take down Triumphant as this point is taken for SEAL Team Spuds, and they are going to take map 2 and bring us to 1-1.
Oh my goodness, Bard, what a contest coming out from both teams, swapping to pretty much any stall hero you can think of. Big shout out to your teammate on there. Huge antis, nice pick onto the ball as they were trying to get away, really setting up their team for victory there. And it's a shame for Leak, just doing so much, getting so many big picks on the Ashe. A gigantic Bob being lobbed onto the point, getting 3 kills, but it's just not enough. The spawn advantage coming back, and then a huge grab to be able to finish up the fight combined with an anti from your teammate. Fantastic job by Spuds to bring that one back.
Yeah, absolutely. That is calm under pressure. They contested 1 by 1 exactly the way they needed to. Laser Blitz got so much stall there on the Tracer, and Leak, I'm pretty sure Leak got 7 final blows in that last full fight, coming from the last like 30-second mark to the contest. That's nuts coming out of him. Bob got 3. Like that's a level of value from a Bob you don't normally see. That's so well done coming out from them. Triumphant as well, doing all the damage he could to try and turn this around. And really interesting to see this go 1-1. Both these teams really fighting, really adapting to this meta as well as they can.
Absolutely. And Spuds, it's a big game for them. They're trying to get themselves into a really good group. It's finishing 60% or finishing 40%. It'd be a really nice moral victory as well, going 3-2 as opposed to 2-3, having a nice positive win-loss going into stage 2. And for Aces, again, they kind of need this game if they really want to be in that conversation for those elite teams here in the Discord tier.
Yeah, Aces, if they win this, it secures them that 2nd place spot in their pool. If they lose this, I believe there is a 3-way tie for 3-2 in their pool. So it'll be decided by map differential and head-to-head. So that'll be really interesting. This could really shake things up if SEAL Team Spuds win here. But we are going to go to a halftime break. We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. And when we come back, we will see exactly how shaken up Discord tier is going to be by the results of this match.
Winners Club of Tranquility? I'm back! That's right, you thought I was done. You thought I was finished. Over. But it's gonna take a lot more than that to stop me. If you think that saving 10% is the tippy top of the mountain, I've got news for you, my friend. We're only halfway there. That's right, I'm here with some inside information. A Mr. Disrespect exclusive. Today, I'm gonna give you a deal on saving more than 10%. How about 20%? 25%? 30%? Mr. Disrespect, how is that even possible? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Right now, all month long, it's September at Twitch. All month long, if you subscribe to OW Tranquility Twitch channel, you save 20% on 1 month subscription, 25% off a 3-month subscription, and 30% off a 6-month subscription. That's right, Twitch runs a deal like this every September, so now is the perfect time to set your Tranquility subscription up on a 6-month cycle, and you'll be ready to save again when it comes time to renew again September of 2021. But mister, I'm still not sure if I should subscribe. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna personally select a winner from Tranquility subscribers at the end of this month. And I'm gonna give away these right here. These Virtual Boy prototype glasses. Okay, they've got 4D IPS, 144p, 360 FPS, 5G technology inside, so don't miss out. One winner, a subscriber at the end of the month, is gonna get these sweet glasses right here. Now, if you don't excuse me, I've got to go teabag Tim the Tat Man in Warzone. So, subscribe to OW Tranquility and save up to 30%.
It is my will that guided you here. It is my will that gave you your cybernetic implants. The only beauty is that meat you call a body. If you value that meat, you will do as I tell you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Overwatch Tranquility. We are getting into our second half of Aces versus SEAL Team Spuds. We are 1-1 right now in an exciting, very close matchup. I am Bard. I'm joined by Vila. And before I toss it over to Vila, I'd just like to remind everyone that you can type !donate into the Twitch chat to get our link to donate to You Are Rad, Rise Above the Disorder. They are a fantastic organization that we are raising money for during our event week and before the event week. Any donations you make go directly to them, and you can get some fantastic rewards for donating. So please type donate in the chat and get your donations in. Now, Vila, back to the match at hand. We are going to be going into King's Row, Scrims Row, Goats Row. What do you expect as we go into this match? Yeah, there's no other. Icon World exists too, but
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Oh, never mind then.
It's just King's Row.
Just King's Row.
It's like the meme of like the two astronauts. Like it's all King's Row. Yeah, it always has. No, but I think this is a great pick, and I think it's very even for both sides. I think even closer than Hanamura, maybe. We might see King's Row go because really good for Ryan comps, and both teams have shown they can run a very good one. And so we're probably going to see a lot of brawl, and both teams have shown they're very proficient on it. So this isn't weak for either team. This was picked by Aces since they lost Hanamura, but we'll see what interesting things they might run. They might have like some sim strats. They might do the old TP up on the statue. Maybe something else that's kind of interesting. But it's going to be Spuds attacking first. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of vanilla brawl or Hog Zarya here, Bard.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to see. I think they're also probably potentially trying to play off of that hit scan proficiency from Leek. He's looked so good on the Ashe here, and they are going to pull out the Rhine Sigma. I like this, the double shield brawl. Sigma kind of covers a bit of the potential of both Zarya and Diva, as well as putting a lot of damage out and having a CC like break. He kind of does everything here. And on the inverse, we're going to be seeing potentially the Pharmercy as well as the Winston Roadhog coming out from SEAL Team Spuds here.
I'm sure one of them will change. They might we also see Pharah Genji. We see one of them going over to Ashe. But yeah, I like the Sigma as well. It also allows for a little bit slower play on the defense. You can spam a little bit more, and they're going aggressive. They want an early wall here from Valentine. They're trying to scout out right now, but the wall comes out early. What happened there?
I think a bit of a misclick, maybe a bait coming out from Laser Blitz on that Genji. And now the damage coming in here, we do see Immortal coming in for Rigmadon and playing that Reinhardt. And Immortal's looked very good in these games. The wall's going to come out, and once again, it's going to miss from Valentine, but very close there. Almost caught Joel out of position. And Immortal's dropped so low that Mitts for Kits can't come off of the Reinhardt there, and your teammate gets taken out. The res comes out, though. Joel catches out Kyle as well, and now the Sigma here forced to try and shut down this Roadhog. It's not going to happen. Joel manages to take out Ben as well. Recon takes out Leek, and Gazelle, he gets the consolation prize onto the Roadhog here, but it's not going to matter as the damage is going to come out from Recon, and that's a swift take coming out from SEAL Team Spuds here, and I think Aces are going to have to reevaluate this composition.
Yeah, and a big thing that we saw is that Joel hitting that hook early in between Hotel and Statues. It meant that Valentine had to use their wall to help their teammate get back. So we didn't see them be able to use their wall offensively and aggressively to try to get separation onto a member of Spuds. So that really enabled them to be able to go in and win that fight.
Oh, Valentine once again building very fast Mei ultimates here, commits it, and Triumphant and Gazelle are going to follow up, take down both the tanks for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. Mitts for Kits is going to pop that Valkyrie, the wings are out, and they get that resurrection, bringing Joel back into this, but there's no shield for them here. And now Recon, oh, he had to get that pick to keep his team in this. Ben is going to survive, and he gets slept as well. Valentine just poking damage up there on that Mei, and Triumphant here, he's so aggressive, he's looking for the shatter here. He doesn't catch the Genji, and he's not going to be able to charge into them either. Immortal takes down Kyle, and Triumphant does eventually manage to take down Laser Blitz on that Genji. The Blade not getting as much value as you would have wanted, but the Resurrection is going to be here onto him, so he gets a chance to redeem himself. And Joel going crazy on this Roadhog takes down two with the help of that nano boost from teammate. Gazelle gets the trade, but Leak is going to be hooked in and taken down, and now the supports are all that is left for the side of Team Aces, and they have to retreat to stay alive here. But Valentine, in a very cheeky position there, is going to get a pick onto Laser Blitz, and now Ben is going to get some damage, build that ult even closer, and get out of there somehow.
Yeah, when Laser Blitz came in with that Nano Blade, they all kind of scattered a little bit. Everything was a little bit disconnected on the side of Aces, which gave a lot of ground for the Hog from Joel to be able to get really aggressive from Steel Team Spuds. And then they tried to bring it back with the Flux, but they only catch the Ana and the Hog. They're able to survive through it. And then they're able to survive, and now we see the Shatter coming in. They get walled off, and Anti, now a Beat responding. But they give it up! They don't touch!
That's so unfortunate. The Shatter did just enough to keep them off of that, and now Bob is going to be putting damage in. They're going to keep pushing. They want to win this fight here. Triumphant takes down Joel, and they have swapped into this Ryan Zarya. Triumphant has looked so good. Sorry, Hog Zarya. Triumphant has looked so good on this Hog so far, and Recon now sitting here with this Bob, just waiting for a chance to put it in, gets taken down by Gazelle, lobbing those right clicks into the back line there. Very well done from them, and now your teammate is in a position where the wall goes up, blocks the bio grenade. Gazelle does manage to get taken out by Immortal, but once again, a very fastly built Blizzard comes out from Valentine, and even though Laser Blitz takes them down, takes down Triumphant as well, it's still an even fight here. But the side of Aces are going to be forced to back up. These anti-grenades are so good, though. Immortal dropped low, and now the tanks have to play really passive from Steel Team Spuds.
And the big advantage there is that because Aces held so close after they lost the objective, they forced Spuds to use ultimates just to break through, just to get through. But already it's not really mattering because Leak goes down, loses the 1v1 to Recon, gets the second one now, Laser Blitz with the third with the post bomb.
That's absolutely well done. Triumphant here. He's going to be popping that ultimate. He gets damage done, takes down Joel, but the shield stays alive just long enough for Immortal for that anti-tracer combo to come in and do the damage necessary to let Recon take him down. And now Immortal gonna just be dominating on this point, domineering and controlling the enemy team, keeping them away as the hook comes out once again for Joel. And now the Nano Reinhardt coming out here from the side of Aces. Is it going to be enough? It does not look like it, as Recon alongside the other damage dealers on their team is just going to run wild, and now it is just the Mei left to hold here as Mitts for Kids going for a Glock of their own. Doc pulls out the Glock, and the kills are there. That is going to be a very speedy take from Steel Team Spuds with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock.
Absolutely, and it seems like they've really found their footing here, Bard, and they're kind of beating Aces at their own game a little bit, coming in with this Hog, coming in with this Ashe, this Tracer, you know, these very split kind of comps, these hybrid comps, where they're all kind of running off and doing their own thing, and now they're kind of winning these 1v1 matchups. They're getting the picks in the backline. They're causing so much disruption for Aces, and there's a clear disconnect between the front line and the back line. They're going to need an answer for this quick, or else Spuds could bring this one back and win 3-1.
Yeah, and that's going to be very, very dangerous. We are going to get a good look at some of the graffiti there. No bots. I wish we could say that there wouldn't be bots playing in our event week next week, but we are going to be having admin pugs, and I am going to be in the 1v1s, so we are going to have bots playing regardless. You can get in on those 1v1s by typing !donate in the chat. Donate to Rise Above Disorder. We've got a few slots left for the podcast 1v1s, and it's going to be very exciting. You get to decide what hero you play on against us, and you get to decide who you play against. So please donate. It's for a fantastic cause, and we really hope to see you guys next week. For now, though, Valentine and Leak pulling out the Widow Genji, and I like the Widow pick on this map.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially when you're attacking, you have the ability to swap if it's not working out. They force the early hook out of Joel, not going to find anything there. Deflection gets rid of the fire strike. And now we see some aggression here, Bard. They're just going in for this.
Absolutely, and that's the benefit of the Sigma. Your Ryan can push in with another shield already up and just swing their hammer, throw those fire strikes in, and not have to worry too much about the damage. You still have to be careful about this hook coming out from Joel there. Almost takes down Kyle. but is not going to be able to. And Laser Blitz just trying to pepper in the damage onto the tanks with this Tracer here. Leak is going to finally manage to find your teammate. That's a pick that is a number of seconds in the making there. And now the anti-grenade is going to be good onto Triumphant, but it's not going to matter as the damage is going to be there for the side of Aces. Joel managing to stay alive, continue to contest this here, but he is alone on this point. And even with the amount of ridiculous damage that the Roadhog can do, there's nothing you can do in that fight.
Absolutely, and a big thing we saw Aces there do different this round that they didn't do last round is they denied the value from the Hog. They didn't allow him to get a big pick there. And now we're seeing them going for another aggressive take. They're going to force him back right away here. Another big pick on a Laser Leak.
Laser pushes into Leak, gets that take there, and now the ult advantage actually sitting just slightly in the favor of Aces here as they push in, and the Shatter, oh, the tank isn't there. Immortal manages to trade Triumphant, but that's 2, and now there's damage and not much healing left for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. Mitts for Kids is going to manage to remedy that, taking back your teammate into the fight with that resurrection here, and now Joel is just going to look for the opportunity to use this ultimate, the whole hog. Oh, the whole hog's going to go out, and now they're gonna be forced to use the Blade Valentine, forced to try and deny the value from these ultimates, but Laser Blitz is once again gonna take down Leak, and Immortal gonna be taken down by Ben as they trade this back around SEAL Team Spuds, trying to just stay in this fight consistently. The resurrection can come out on the Reinhardt of Immortal. Recon takes down Valentine with that Bob. Once again, Bob is doing something in this map, and it looks like SEAL Team Spuds have managed to even this out in this choke point.
Absolutely, very interesting decision to invest the Nano Blade when you're down your main tank and they're actively using Whole Hog. So unsurprisingly, he just gets pushed away. But now we're going to see them try to come back in here with this Flux. Already being down moment, they get missed, no res on the board. And they're down Immortal and down your teammate here, Bard. This is going to be a team fight win for Aces. They finally needed this to get through the Streets phase.
Absolutely. Aces on the back of some fantastic plays coming out of Gazelle. And their support line are going to be doing some very, very good work here, just moving this point up. And I think they're going to be able to deny the fight, taking down Laser Blitz there at this choke, but they might just go for this 5v6. And Leak has swapped over to the Hanzo. That's a good swap, a lot more consistent damage.
Yeah, now we're going to see Recon down to 1 HP, and Warrior comes up with the Shatter, but gets charged by Triumphant and gives him a huge Shatter!
Oh, that's a fat Shatter coming out there. Triumphant gets 5. That is fantastic coming out from him, and he read that situation like a book. Kyle hits the sleep dart, he hits the charge, and that hammer hits the ground, taking down 4 Triumphant. What a hero play coming out from him.
Oh my goodness, that's the play of the match so far if I've ever seen. A 5K from Triumphant, and now we're seeing Spuds coming back angry. They're trying to set up around the Aces. They force them off the high ground. They're coming back in here aggressively, but another Nano Blade, can they get it? They get Recon.
Oh, and they take down your teammate as well. Now, no matter what, they're going to be forced to choose those resurrections. They decide to bring up Recon. They need that extra damage. And the sleep once again on Immortal. No! Triumphant takes him down twice in a row with the help of the sleep dart. And now Gazelle going to be committing the Flux to take this high ground and take down the Recon. But he's going to drop right back down. He wants to take out Joel. He does not want this Roadhog to be able to contest the point. He's going to be able to play around in that Mega Health Pack room, especially as Laser Blitz is going to keep contesting on this Tracer, not going to be taken down here. And once again, it's going to come down to these main tanks. Recon takes down Ben, and now SEAL Team Spuds find themselves finally in an advantage as Recon takes down another one. Heroic play coming out from the Ash here as Joel is going to deny that eat coming out from Gazelle there, just trying to take up some shields and deny some damage, but the hook is just too strong.
And the tragic thing there is that Ben invests that Sound Bear. They thought they were going to go ahead and just win that fight, but they didn't have the damage follow-up to take down that Roadhog, to take down Laser Blitz on the Tracer. So now that is a pivotal ultimate they don't have. They're really going to have to take some time now to invest these, because Spuds didn't have to use anything.
Absolutely. Leak, though. Gonna be
But another Shatter!
Oh, the Shatter goes, but Laser Blitz! He gets 2 with the Pulse Bomb in the back. Both supports go down to 1 Pulse Bomb. That's so good coming out there. And it's only the DPS ults committed. Actually, teammate did commit the Nano as well, as Triumphant committed that Shatter. And now this could be dangerous for the side of SEAL Team Spuds, because they're coming up on a couple different combos on the side of Aces.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're aces, it sucks to lose that fight, but I mean, like, you'll take that. You know, you use one ultimate for 3, and you know that hurts the defending team way more, and they go aggressively onto the hog.
Oh, and the Shatter gets blocked. Immortal there tries to make a hero play of his own, but the Shatter's just not there. Leak commits the Dragon. The Flux doesn't even have to come out there, and now the Nano Blade is going to be available in just a second for them to completely clean this fight up and cap this third point. This third point, so good for stall, but Nano Blade can shut that down really easily. Joel, he tries to end it with the Whole Hog, deny the Blade the ability to do anything, but it doesn't matter because the rock comes out from Gazelle, and the Gravitic Flux takes Joel down. Laser Blitz and teammate are soon to follow. One apiece for the tank line of the Aces, and now Triumphant, he's gonna commit the Shatter. He drops Mitts for Kits on the ground, and Recon gets taken out by Valentine, and now it is just the Hammond contesting. Winston and Tracer now coming out. Joel swapping to Winston just to contest his Laser Blitz is going to be here on the Tracer. Ben's going to commit that sound barrier just to keep his team alive, and it is going to keep Triumphant alive against that Pulse Bomb as they finally push the payload in, but they have half the time that Steel Team Spuds do.
Absolutely. I mean, Aces really catching Steel Team Spuds napping there, pushing Joel on the Roadhog. They weren't expecting that far side push coming into the Mega Building, but it works perfectly. And then we saw a beautifully placed Dragon coming out to get another pick and to completely isolate everyone from Steel Team Spuds. And even though they have 131, that's still not a terrible time to have. You know, against 310, it's not ideal, it's not optimal, but that's still a very good amount of time to build up ultimates and win a fight. So it's really just going to be how patient are they going to play this. Maybe they get lucky. Maybe they catch someone from Steel Team Spuds in a poor position, and they're able to get a nice pick from, you know, a Widowmaker or an Ashe. You know, Leak has been so good tonight, finding these angles, finding these picks. Maybe they're able to get it early. If not, we're going to have to see how well they play this and how patient they are to be able to build up these ultimates and try to win off an ult push with no time remaining.
Absolutely. It's going to be very interesting to see what strategies come out from both of these teams here. And it looks like on the offense, Aces want to stick to this Rhine Sigma. It's worked pretty well for them here. They just have to be able to shut down Joel, and they have to be able to shut down Recon and Laser Blitz, who are both just running wild. And I think Leak swapping over to this McCree is exactly what they're going to need to shut down Laser Blitz and Joel.
Absolutely. Extra CC. It's going to make the Ashe matchup a little bit harder to flex the hook. And then having 2 shields helps you with the Ana and the Roadhog. So it's a beautiful choice. And they get Joel so early!
Kyle takes him down on the Ana. Recon trades out on a Leak, though, and Mitts for Kits with a glorious resurrection there is going to get the back up. Triumphant, though, winning the Rhine difference of battle here, takes down Immortal and takes down teammate as well with a charge in. No fear coming out from the Rhine main here for the side of Aces, as Triumphant is just putting on a clinic and capturing this point here. He already has this Shatter, and Gazelle going to take down Laser Blitz while Valentine cleans up Recon. And now it looks like Aces are going to be able to capture this first point much more easily than they did last time.
It was just like we said, Bard, you know, a great pick coming out on the Joel. They pushed him so aggressively with the double shields. They negated the value from your teammate on the Ana. And even though they were able to get the res, they got so split and so disconnected. They bought so much space and so much time. They were able to get that point. And Triumphant thus far is exactly that. He is winning the main tank matchup on the Reinhardt currently here on King's Row against Immortal. They're going to step it up big time and help their team get to a win here. They only need one fight.
Absolutely, and Triumphant here, he's going to be looking for this Shatter if he can catch Immortal out of position, if he can get pulled into a position, but that hook and the anti-combo is going to be enough, and now the Shatter comes out with that Whole Hog. The beat from Ben is necessary. They had to use it or else they were going to lose that fight for sure, and now the damage from this blade here is not nanoed, so the Mercy can out-heal it with the ultimate, and the Resurrection is going to come out as well. Ben takes down Joel. Triumphant takes down Immortal. They still have this Shatter, and there's no shield to block it here, and now it goes down! He takes him down, a fat Shatter onto the ground there, and that is so much damage. Aces are going to be able to continue pushing through here as the follow-up is there for that Shatter, and Triumphant, once again, playing like a champion Reinhardt here, is absolutely going to just be flexing on the side of SEAL Team Spuds with that Shatter.
But it cost them everything, Bard. Not even halfway, not even 40% to any of their ultimates. But then you look over at SEAL Team Spuds, it's just the Bob. Can they get value out of this? What approach are they going to take? They are going to send it in. What can they do with this?
Oh, it gets rocked back by Gazelle. That's so well done. It can't contest the point here, but Joel takes down Triumphant, and that is the front line gone for the side of Aces here, as the fight is now just a slugfest on the point, an absolute mess here. Leak takes down Immortal. They trade out the Reinhardts as the Resurrection, though, is going to come out for Mitts for Kits, and Immortal's coming back up. Laser Blitz in the back line on that Tracer. Oh my god, Joel! He commits the whole hog there and denies the beat for Ben. That's such a fantastic whole hog. And Laser Blitz and Recon are going to follow up and deny the second point cap for the side of Aces.
2 crucial ultimates canceled there, Bard. We saw the Bob come in, and then we see Valentine going for the blade, gets shut down, immediately gets picked by Laser Blitz, and then a big pulse bomb coming in, and then Ben trying to go for the sound barrier, just can't quite get that off from the whole hog by Joel. Beautiful play coming out from SEAL Team Spuds, denying them, and 3 minutes in the bank. It's going to be definitely doable to get where they were, but it's going to take maybe an early fight if they're not able to chain ultimates along later on, if it does take them a long time to cap this first point.
Absolutely, and it is looking like they're going to try this Mei defense once again. Valentine coming out on the Mei here. It had mixed results, but I think with Leak being on the McCree, they're going to have a much better chance here. And Gazelle, not going to be running the Sigma here, going to be running the Zarya. That extra damage output is going to be very fantastic against Joel if he decides to run that Rogue Hog once again, and it's going to be really good for clearing out those bio grenades from the Ana of your teammate here, and I think this is going to be decided by the aggression from the side of SEAL Team Spuds.
Absolutely. We see the McCree to help shut down the hotel. That's what cost them last time, and Joel being able to flank through there, getting a crucial pick for Spuds. They're going to have to shut down the hotel, and they're going to need a little bit of a better wall, but it gets baited. Once again, no value out of the wall from Valentine. Now they got to disengage back onto the point, and now it's going to be a big opportunity for Spuds here, Bard.
Absolutely, and Laser Blitz gets into the backline, takes down Kyle, and Ben, he cannot resurrect on that Lucio as much as we all wish that he could. And now Immortal is going to take that as a cue to get aggressive. Joel gets behind them as well. The Hog is on the flank, and he catches 2. Leak and Valentine taken down. Laser Blitz and Recon, the DPS for the side of SEAL Team Spuds, are going to follow up on the opportunity created by the Roadhog, and that is point A taken.
I just want to say that dash was so clean by Laser Blitz. Goes through Heltashes and then ghost dashes right back to his team. Necros could not have made that look any better. And now we're seeing a whole hog coming out early from Joel, trying to push them back, getting so much ground as Laser Blitz finds another, already 75% to that blade. This is doable here. They're going to have the Nano Blade, and they're going to have the Valk coming up really soon here, Bard.
Take your medicine.
Absolutely, this is going to be a very interesting fight coming out from both these teams here, and I want to see the Nano come out here. Laser Blitz is, oh, Joel, he is so OTF. He is on the flank so hard, but I don't think his team even knows where he is, and he misses the hook there. He's got the damage in to push through, and now Ben gonna commit that. Oh, the Shatter gets both supports, and he's gonna catch 2 mitts, and Recon taken down, and once again Triumphant with a fat Shatter is going to win the fight for his team there, and now Joel on the flank is just going to be helpless here. He does take down Ben and Leak, and there's no resurrection for either of them, but he is also being staggered out.
I almost thought Joel was going to get Gazelle as well and get 3. And now they're going to come with an aggressive fight. Can they do this? Immortal looking for the Shadow. You can tell with the way he's posturing. He wants it.
Oh, Mitch for Kits, she's looking for this kill here. The grab comes out to deny Laser Blitz, but Immortal's got the Shatter to deny the damage, but Valentine, before getting shattered, managed to get that Blizzard out. Mitz is going to get the res onto Laser Blitz, but they still don't have as much of a front line, but it's not going to matter. Your teammate and Gazelle are trading this out, and the Deadeye, the freeze onto Laser Blitz, he can't deny it. He gets taken down, and now the whole hog is committed by Joel. This is such a drag out fight here, but it is necessary for both of these teams. One of these teams has to get this fight here, and Joel, he's staying in so long trying to find this Mei. If he gets frozen here, he's going to be in a really bad spot because the Mei can just wall him off. He's being baited so hard to come into this point here, and Valentine is just building up that Blizzard contesting point. Triumphant, he needs to stay alive here so he can use the Shatter in a moment because he is building up to it. He's 95. He has that Shatter. The Bob gets taken down, but Valentine on the flank does finally get taken down. The Shatter comes out from Triumphant, is not going to catch enough here as the trades are going back and forth with DPS. Leak, oh, but Gazelle comes back on the D.Va to contest fast, takes down Immortal, and there is a tank down for both of these teams. There's no Reinhardt as Gazelle on the D.Va is going to go in, take down Recon as well, and now SEAL Team Spuds are all antied from a huge grenade coming out of Kyle here, and the damage follow-up is going to be there for the side of Aces, and it looks like they are going to secure King's Row just barely at the end of that second point.
SEAL Team Spuds, they really committed hard. I mean, they went in with the whole hog. They used their shatter. They used everything, and they just didn't really have anything once it got to that final fight with 10 seconds left. You know, that was the risk they took. They decided to go in. They thought they were going to get it all in that one push. They tried to take the stagger advantage, and instead the respawn advantage came out from Aces. They were allowed to get back in. Gazelle going to the D.Va, who everyone, you know, says is just a completely dead hero. Gazelle gets the value. Gazelle takes down Recon, which is a huge pick because Recon was in such a nice position up on top of the building to be able to fire down onto everybody on Aces, and it's a crucial pick. And then a beautiful anti coming out from Kaya while they were shieldless to secure the fight. Great one for them.
Yeah, a great fight coming out from both of those teams. A great map coming out from both these teams. Just about as close as we expected, coming down to OT with like 4 meters left for the side of SEAL Team Spuds. Aces just barely managing to hold on there. And I would not be surprised if we managed to see a map 5 here, because SEAL Team Spuds, they've looked dangerous against the side of Aces, and it's going to be very interesting to see here what map they pick and what they decide to do, because when they picked a map, they won, and when Aces picked a map, Aces won. So I don't want to say that like the prep, I don't know if prep is that extreme in deciding who is going to win these maps here, but both of these teams look incredibly confident in their own map picks here. And if I'm on the side of SEAL Team Spuds and Triumphant is hitting these shatters and playing this well, I'm maybe considering picking a map where I no longer have to play the Reinhardt against him.
Yeah, and what I'm looking at here, Bart, is that Spuds are going to be coming out with their 3rd tank rotation of the night. Joel being swapped out for the first time tonight, playing all 3 of the first maps, and it's going to be Rigmadon and Immortal coming in. So now we're going to see if Rigmadon is going to be taking back over on the main tank, or if they will be on off tank.
Yeah, going to be interesting. We've seen Immortal. I think we've seen Immortal play D.Va in the past, and we've definitely seen Rigmadon play the Zarya in the past tonight. So that's going to be very interesting to see here, because I think if we see Rigmadon on the Zarya and Immortal on the Reinhardt, we might see something very interesting. But I think we also have the chance here to see Winston Zarya, which I think would be even more interesting coming out here, because we are going to be going to Rialto. This is a sniper-heavy map. Yes. Really good for Widowmaker, really good for Ashe. And you can dive behind those snipers and the damage that they put out really consistently and really easily. I would not be shocked if we saw the double sniper Winston Zarya coming out from one of these teams at least once on this map.
No, not at all. I could definitely see it coming out from Aces on their attack, you know.
I say that and then they don't do it.
We need to get going here with our game mode.
I think Valentine is not loaded in yet, and that's why. There we go. Everyone's in here. Overwatch is a perfectly polished game. It's esports ready.
Absolutely.
There's no loading delays for people at all.
No bug errors that have been around for 4 years and have not been fixed. You know, Reinhardt. But
speaking of delays, we will have no delays on our event week matches next week, and we also will have no rules against teabags. So if you want to get in on the action, you want to teabag some podcasters, you want to teabag some admins in our admin pugs, go ahead and type !donate and donate to Rise Above the Disorder, a fantastic charity helping people get access to mental health help when they need it. It's a fantastic charity. We're super happy to support them. We did great work with them last year, and you'll get some fantastic rewards for donating. So absolutely worth your time, and absolutely please tune in to the event week next week, where we're going to be doing some weird and wacky stuff. Speaking of weird and wacky stuff, we've seen Pharmacy pulling out here from Valentine and Kyle. This
And on
is
the
going to be interesting.
Risky.
I like
the-
the defense, if we're being honest.
I mean, I respect the drip, but this might come back to bite them as we see double hit scan coming out from SEAL Team Spuds on the attack, Recon on the Widowmaker, Laser Blitz on the Ash. But Valentine already finds one. As I say that, this man is just out to make me look bad as he finds one to your teammate, and then a big anti coming out from
Triumphant he gets the environmental kill on a Rigmadon, establishing the dominance. Rigmadon going to pull out the Hog here, going to be playing the off tank. Gazelle going to be pulling out the Diva. We're seeing Diva Hog. We saw a little bit of that during the Overwatch League matches today, so very interesting, kind of a weird, challenging meta to run, but very rewarding if you can run it correctly. And right now, Valentine spamming that damage in, making it work for their side. Especially as Triumphant catches Laser Blitz. What is this?
This is a quick play game if I've ever seen. Hog Diva coming out. This is what you see in your ranked games when your tanks just don't actually want to play tank and they just want to play DPS, but they're making it work. Triumphant taking down both the hit scans. Another great anti. It doesn't matter if it's Kyle, it doesn't matter if it's Ben. They're finding the antis, and once again, Spuds are going to be repelled back over the bridge, back to spawn.
Rigmadon, no!
Oh my
into the drink. Oh, everyone take a drink. F in chat for Rigmadon.
This will only hurt for a
That's
minute.
in the chat for Rigmadon. And now Ben just staying oppressive with these antis,
No one can hide.
forcing
Absolutely.
late back. And now we see the stop on the Widowmaker, and they already.
Oh,
they
Rigmadon, no! Oh, it's a one! Oh, no! Rigmadon, he swaps to the Sigma. He thinks, all right, I'm safe. I've got the shield. The Hog can't hook me. And then he gets booped off by Valentine. That is so unfortunate as Leak looks for this pick here. And SEAL Team Spuds, they just can't seem to find ground without getting tossed off the map. Oh, and Valentine setting up the garage. Oh, does he know where they're going? He has to know where they're going. Right? Oh, come on. Come on, come on. He's looking for it. Yeah, he sees it. He sees it for sure. He gets the Ash first. He gets the double kill there as the hook goes out, takes down your teammate. And now the damage, the Mercy pulling out the pistol, just trying to get a pick there. Absolutely going to be taken down as Kyle gets the resurrection onto Ben. And Valentine just juking the Widowmaker of Recon there. And that is so incredible. The Pharah gameplay working out really well on defense, and there's so many rooftops you can hide around that we really should have expected this.
Absolutely, and I'm amazed the value.
There we go. Immediate instant Zarya value.
But now Ho-Ho gonna push Immortal away.
Oh, he barely survives, and your teammate takes out Triumphant as he tries to take down Immortal. And the Ryan Zarya with the double, the Winston Zarya with the double sniper is immediately paying dividends for the side of SEAL Team Spuds here. Leak gets the dink onto Laser Blitz, dinks him right into the grave, but Absol is there to resurrect him, and Leak is gonna be forced out by Immortal on the Winston and then shot in the head by Recon on that Widowmaker. And this has looked like such a smooth push after this swap comes through.
Yeah, they'll forced out onto Rigmadon, forced to use that personal to stay alive, and they're gonna catch Triumphant trying to get back out. The Bob in the perfect place. The catch him just trying to get back, and they should be able to get this. It's just the Diva for the tank line, and they are all over, and Valentine finally goes down to the double hit scan.
Recon gets slept there by Ben, but it's not enough as he gets taken down by your teammate. The Ana duel goes in favor. Recon with a gorgeous shot onto Kyle as they try and Guardian Angel their way in to contest this. And now there is nothing that Aces can do to keep contesting here. The cap is going to come through it just on the edge of overtime for the side of SEAL Team Spuds.
Yeah, it's honestly incredible the amount of value they were able to get, Aces. You know, running no shields against double hit scan and Pharah against double hit scan. And yet they held the entire time. They forced them into OT pretty much in order to get that point.
Yeah, now we're going to see the Ashe versus Widow duel as Leak is going to pop this ultimate there. The infra sight's going to be useful, but Immortal doesn't care about the infra sights. He's got a huge old health pool. He just jumps right in and takes down Ben. Ben going to be respawning here, and now, oh, Valentine, he's looking for this back line. He's back there on the Pharah. He's not going to have to commit that barrage. He's going to be able to save that high damage, high value ultimate as he escapes, but oh, it is not looking good after this swap comes out for the side of Aces.
Let's get you back.
Yeah, it looks like Spuds have finally found the answer. You know, the more aggressive push and you're not able to take space, that's fine. Just take it all in one swoop. But we see a barrage coming in, they're going to get slept, they're going to get killed.
Oh, Valentine, he gets one onto Recon, takes down his most dangerous opponent on the enemy side here, but Laser Blitz is going to take down Leak, and now Absol uncontested gets the res onto Recon, and the damage is just there for the side of SEAL Team Spuds, and it is not for the side of Aces, as Rigmadon is going to take down Ben. The Resurrection going to make it out from Kyle as Gazelle takes down Teammate, and suddenly Aces looking like they might have a chance here. They're going to chase down the Gazelle's going to chase down Absol in the background on that. Mercy takes them down, and the Diva swap from Gazelle is paying wonders alongside Triumphant's Winston. Triumphant swapping Gazelle, playing the Diva from the start, and now Triumphant on Winston once again. He's just getting this value, and Laser Blitz is not going to be able to escape on the Ash.
Absolutely, and it's back and forth, and you see the value that Ace has now got out of being able to hold so long, because now they only got one push right there, and it's already one fight territory. It's 15 seconds now, and they gotta come in. What do you have? You have nothing. You have no ultimates. And Triumphant, they're gonna have this Primal, which, you know, it's not a slam dunk ultimate. It's not a Graviton Surge, but, you know, against nothing, you know, Aces could very well hold this.
Yeah, they're going to be able to contest here, and if they can just wait until overtime is really low on
Big
the
ante.
and then oh, Triumphant doesn't even need the Primal. The ante comes out, and he gets the pick there, and now he's going to commit the Primal Rage. He's going to chase down this McCree. He's getting booped back. They're doing everything in their power just to keep him away from their team, but it's not going to matter. Triumphant catches up to Absol and takes him down, and now Laser Blitz alone on this point on the Tracer. He does manage to take down Leak. He's going to keep contesting here, but he's got to get at least one more pick and contest until his teammates can make it back, and it is not going to happen. Aces are going to hold just before second point and stop SEAL Team Spuds in their tracks on Rialto.
Yeah, Laser Blitz doing all they can on the Tracer there, and you know, Aces just played that so well. They really played the long game. You know, they went for the really aggressive hold on the bridge. They forced so much out from SEAL Team Spuds, forcing them to ult just to be able to get through. And that they took so much time off the bank that now they've stopped them right before point B. And now this is a very winnable game for them to try to secure this 3-1. And now I'm just interested in seeing what they're going to come out with on attack. It's very likely they're going to come out with the Winston Zarya. They were running it on defense. You know, it's very likely they're going to do it on attack. Now, because you have the opportunity to switch if it's not working. So far, we are seeing the Hog, though. So I very well could be wrong. Leak staying on the Widowmaker. No big surprise there, as they were getting so much value. You know, kind of winning, at least in a lot of times, the hit scan matchup that we saw last round. And staying on the Diva as well. But now I say that, they're going to Hog. We might see some Hog and Ball torture for the first time tonight. Yes, please.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to see the Ball Hog here. Speaking of Ball Hog, I can't tie it in, but please, please type !donate into the chat. Please donate to our charity for Event Week this season, Rise Above the Disorder. It's a fantastic charity. Once again, getting the absolute getting mental health help for people who really need it. It's a fantastic charity, and if you donate, we do have some wonderful rewards for you. And Leak, looking for a reward of his own, trying to find this Ana here with the Widow, and he's not spotted out. He's waiting for this shot. That's so patient, and he misses it. No, that's so close, but the juke from come from your teammate there, inadvertent as it might be, is just there to stop him. And now Triumphant getting into this backline, just trying
He's
to
so deep.
Havoc. He's all the way into the enemy team there, and he's not punished. He's able to escape, get back to his team. Triumphant is just going to be pulled down by Recon. He lands the hook, and Recon, there's nothing he can do, nothing to save him there. There's no Zarya or Diva on their team to keep him alive, and now Immortal is next as Leak follows up on that stun coming out once again, I believe, from Triumphant. And now the hook again from Triumphant. He takes down Laser Blitz with it. This man just does not stop on the Roadhogs. He takes down teammate and Absol. Triumphant just running a tear with this Roadhog.
The train does not break, Bart. He's going in. He's getting so aggressive. He's doing everything he wants. They finally take him down. The entire time, he was just bulldozing into the front line. Picks Recon off in the courtyard. That is an insta-tilter if I've ever seen. And he's able to buy them point A. So quick, 5 minutes in the bank just to get over to point B now. And, you know, it's very doable now for Aces.
Yeah, Triumphant with that just unbridled, unchecked aggression is able to make it work with this Roadhog, and we are seeing QP meta in its final form here as the Roadhog just runs rampant. And I think we are going to see the bomb come out, and he catches two! No! Recon and teammate, they can't get behind the shields on time. Leak manages to take out Absol as well, and there's no support line at all. Rigmadon manages to stun Triumphant off the map as Immortal goes off the map too. Kyle and Ben are going to trade it out, though. Rigmadon, Laser Blitz are taken down, and Leak gets that final pick onto Recon. And now SEAL Team Spuds, they have to regroup for one last fight to try and keep contesting.
Yeah, and they're coming back with a lot of ultimates. They're going to aggressively back. The Bob is coming out as well. It's panic time for them. They lose Laser Blitz off the start. No pulse bomb. They do equalize onto Leak with the feet coming through.
Oh, the Nanoblade comes out here. They don't get any value off it quite yet. They managed to take down Recon, but the dash is a little too early. Valentine gets one, and Triumphant gets anti and taken down by Laser Blitz as they bring this back around. Laser Blitz committed that pulse bomb for the damage earlier, and it paid dividends now as Immortal pushes forward, trying to force Gazelle back, keep that shield up for their team, stop that micro missiles, that burst damage, and force out the defense matrix with that fire strike. Immortal putting on a clinic on the Reinhardt, trying to show that main tanks can be viable in this meta, and absolutely doing his best to keep their team in this fight. Oh, the ball comes back in, and there's almost no one on the point to contest them now. And Triumphant, I think they've got to swap back off this ball here to a better composition to retake here. But Kyle, oh, he gets the swing, but he takes down Laser Blitz. No, that's such a huge pick. And now Rigmadon getting slowed down as Recon manages to take down Ben. The bomb is going to come out again, though, and teammate, no, once again taken down by Gazelle. The bombs from Gazelle have been so big tonight. The resurrection is going to come out from Absol. Laser Blitz is going to come back for the test here, but Triumphant and Gazelle on the tanks are running rampant, and Leak with two big picks right at the end takes down both healers and aces off the back of some heroics from Triumphant. And Leak and Gazelle are going to take map 4 and take this series 3-1.
Yeah, Bart, the second Spuds came back in, they invested all of their ultimates in order to retake. The second they gave in to panic time when they were almost there, Aces, it was really all over for them. There was just no way they were going to win. They had to use everything, and they still had 3 minutes to defend against a team that still had a couple things in the bank. It was just an insurmountable task at that point. It's why ult economy is so important. You know, Spuds were doing fairly well with it thus far, but you know, you can tell the second that happened, they just gave in. They just had to unload everything to stop the unbridled aggression of Aces, and it ended up costing them the game.
Absolutely, that Roadhog just running wild from Triumphant, making so much space for players like Leak and Gazelle to just push in and find those picks with that burst damage. And Valentine as well, looking really impressive on the defense on that Pharah and looking really great on the Genji on that offense. But SEAL Team Spuds, they looked very good themselves throughout the night. Rigmadon looked really good on these off tanks. Immortal looking very solid on the main tank, as well as Joel looking very good on the Roadhog. Tanks right now are in such a weird meta, and if you shine, you look very good here. And the DPS as well, Recon going toe-to-toe with Leak for the entirety of that match. Laser Blitz pulling out I think like 6 DPS heroes throughout the night, looking very good. And then the support lines from both teams were just incredible. Teammate and Kyle going blow to blow with those anti-grenades. Absol just showing off. Same with Mitz, showing off what Mercy could do in this meta. And Ben pulling out the Lucio, a hero that everyone thinks is dead. Not dead, guys. He works really well. You just got to play a comp that supports him. And he just looked fantastic as well here. Unfortunately for SEAL Team Spuds, they're not able to bring this around. But they showed a fantastic performance, and I expect some very solid things going into stage 2.
Absolutely. I mean, when it came to tonight, with the meta just being so up in the air, it was really just going to come down to who would be just a little bit more clean on their comp. You can argue that kind of has to do with, every game. But, especially right now, where, again, there isn't just a clear-cut, singular defined comp. It really is just, who is going to be a little bit more refined and more technically sound on the comps they choose to play and the combinations they decide to put together. And tonight, it was Aces.
Yeah, Aces looked really good tonight. They had that ace up their sleeves. SEAL Team Spuds, they look solid, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of them. I think they just need to work around this quick play meta just a little bit more, really nail it, bring it together. Speaking of bringing people together, we have the event week next week. I don't know how many times I can do that segue.
You've been doing a good job tonight.
Speaking of doing segues,
you've been doing a very good job.
You can type !donate in our Twitch chat to get the link brought up to donate to Rise Above the Disorder. They are a fantastic organization that helps get mental health help for people who need it. If you donate, you get some fantastic rewards like a enamel tranquility pin. I believe there might be some masks. You can 1v1 people. You can make Booth, who just shout out to Booth. He did do our production tonight. Yep. You can make Booth dress up as the 80s Zarya skin. I believe Yeti is already eating one incredibly spicy chocolate, but there's more on the table. You can make him suffer even more. So Captain Jack's apparently Captain Jack might cosplay Torbjorn, so that's another one that's on the table. So please get your donations in. We'd love to raise money for RAD. They're such a rad organization, and we've really just have been so happy to raise money for them this season and last season. So please get your donations in. That being said, I have been Bard. You can find me on Twitter at OWBard. Vila, I'll let you plug yourself before we get out of here.
Yep, you can just look on your screen. You can find me at VilaOW. They are right underneath us on Twitch, very conveniently. Yes, they are there. It's okay. You were just doing your thing. It's all right. Information never
hurt. Once again, Booth has been our caster for the night. I think you can find him on Twitter at BoothCasts. He's fantastic. It might not be BoothCasts, but you can find him in Trank. You can find him in Trank. He's fantastic. He does a lot of our production. We'd love to have him around. But anyway, that'll be the end of it for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And remember, everybody, be good people. Bye.